What's up, BlazeBodyz? It's been a while, so I figured I'd do another episode of Cooking with a Blaze. Recently, someone was asking me about making meatballs. I make chicken or every now and then turkey meatballs. It's so simple. It doesn't have to be complicated. All you need is, I personally get the 98% fat-free ground chicken. I mean, you could get a little bit fattier, that's fine. Like, more fat is a little bit more flavor, that's fine. I'm trying to keep myself in shape, so I'm going low, as low as I can. And also, too, you want to get particular herbs and spices. I personally like the standard staple of garlic powder, onion powder. I like to use a little paprika, and then my favorite secret weapon, buttery steakhouse that I like, okay? So, I'm going to try to do this like I did last time. I don't have the thing set up that follows you and all that. It's going to be a little crude. It's fine. So look, you're obviously gonna open up your chicken, right? What I do is wicked simple. First of all, you want to always keep your hands wet, because when you're going to make the meatballs, it's gonna stick all over your hands. It's gonna be a pain in the ass. So get your sink going with the water, right? What I like to do is just poke some holes in there, and then I start sprinkling in the seasoning. A little bit of onion, a little bit of garlic powder. I go with a little bit of onion powder, a little bit of paprika. Put paprika on everything. And then my favorite secret ingredient, the buttery steakhouse. And then what you want to do is you want to squish it up a little bit, right? And then you're going to go in for a second round of the spices to make sure it's all in there, okay? As you can see, it gets all over your hands, so you got to keep rinsing your hands. We're going to go in for another round of the spices. All right, a little bit of each. And you can use other things too if you want. You can, if you like yours, like every now and then I'll put a little hot sauce in there too for a little spice. Can't have enough spice, right? All right, so now what you want to do is you want to pull that out of the little tray it comes in on the cutting board. And now you're going to just make your meatballs. I use the same tray, right? All right, again, you got to keep washing your hands. And you want to make like medium size. All you're going to do is just pack it. You don't need to use any binder. You definitely don't want to use breadcrumbs. That's carbs. We're trying to get lean. You don't have to use egg white as a binder. You don't have to do any of that. Just pack it into little medium-sized balls, all right? Usually one package for me makes about 5 good-sized meatballs, all right? I'm just putting them right back in the little thingy here. All right, you're gonna get a few of them going. All right, this time I went a little bigger on them, so I only came up with 4. Okay. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna break it down a little bit, make them a little smaller, because if they're too big, it'll take longer to cook. If they're a little bit smaller, they cook a little bit pretty thorough. Let's just break a couple of them down. Let's try to make 5. That usually works best for me. All right, so we get about 5. All right, so 5. And what I like to do before I put it in the air fryer, set your air fryer to 400, the highest it'll go. I like to sprinkle over the top with paprika, or you could use any spice that you particularly like, okay? And then all you gotta do is come over to the air fryer. All right, I got my air fryer here. This old beat up thing that I got on Facebook Marketplace. And what you wanna do is just place them in the air fryer in a circular motion. I'll show you in a second when I get them all in there. All right, hold on, be patient with me. All right, it's gonna be a little messy at first if you're not used to it, okay? So then I get them all in there. As you can see, it's set to 400. Right, and then you wanna crank that thing to about 25 minutes. 25 minutes. And what you want to do is come back at about 12 minutes in and flip them all around on the other side so they evenly cook. And then 12 minutes later, another 12 minutes later, 25 minutes total, put them on a plate. You can cut them up into halves. I like to do that, and I put some sugar-free barbecue sauce on them. Really, it comes out really good. Personally, as far as that goes, I like Mr. Stubbs sugar-free, or most recently, I've been using this guy here, GU's sugar-free. All right, and you can use all kinds of various things too. Again, I like hot sauces. You can use some Frank's Red Hot here, but put that shit on everything. All right, and that's it. It's that simple. It's that easy. It takes you a total of 20-something minutes. You get some good protein for the meal, and that's it. All right, so cooking with a blaze. I hope you enjoyed it. Eat up.